Are back, everybody. Hello. I apologize for that, but family comes first. All right. Okay. I think that's everything for like news that I wanted to kind of go over. I'm trying to think right now. Yeah, I think that's kind of everything. All right. So, a couple things I wanted to do before we kind of start with forward momentum is I kind of wanted to bring up like last stream's notes, right? So yes, move to the training area. Perfect. Kind of just so we're all kind of on like the same page of stuff, right? So, oh, whoops, I didn't grab my stuff today. Okay. So here we go, right? So first off, a couple of things. Oops. Oh, did I not get it? Oh, God damn it. I didn't. There we go. Now we got it. We're good. We're set. All right. So a couple things here. First off, just some of the basic stuff out of the way, right? Like movement, it's heavy. So basically what that means is that when the weapon is drawn, you are at a slow pace. You're not at walking speed or anything like that. Or like stowed walking speed, like right now. If I take it out, I am not that speed. I am less. It's a resource heavy weapon, so basically the main thing that you need to take care of on this weapon, it's not necessarily sharpness, it's actually your 2 wyvern fires, your worm stake, and 3 shells. On this specific weapon, your shelling count changes between weapons, and that sort of deal. And then full damage determined by resource management. So basically, if you're not on top of reloading, if you're not on top of actually like doing stuff to, yeah, if you're not on top of actually reloading and everything else, you're gonna lose out on damage because, well, all your resources are not there and ready to go. Resource attacks reduce sharpness. So every time if I go through, and it's gonna be really, really hard to notice this, maybe on your guys' phones and stuff, right? Okay, but if you look at my sharpness gauge right now, it's full green, okay? When I go through and I fire, oh, wait, that's probably, it does go down. Very, very slightly, but it does reduce sharpness. And then I believe if I go through and fire more shots, yeah, it does go down. So there's that. Your sharpness degrades with your shelling as well. And then when we are utilizing some of the non-attacking moves that are at our disposal, okay, we attack, we have to choose between a quick reload is this, right? Or a dash. You cannot animation cancel into both. You have to choose one or the other, right? If you dash, you can do full reload. Okay? You don't get a bonus by doing it, but just know that you're gonna get the full reload instead of the quick reload that you would get if you attack and then reload. Okay? When you do a quick reload, right? Just for everybody in the back, right? If we have already used our worm stake, okay? That's not gonna do it. But if we used our worm stake already, right? Our quick reload does not reload that. We have to do a full reload in order to get our worm stake back. And then there are possible ways to do max amount of damage super quick, which main one right now, just kind of easily, is our wyvern fire. Okay. Go ahead and fire that back up. And then our wyvern fire, we get 2 shots at the start of every hunt. It does recharge over time. It recharges faster if you can do damage. If you deal damage or make contact, it recharge faster. It's good. It's grand. It's great. Then let's see here. You can do. We kind of did a little bit of looking and possibly have found a way to do some. Yeah, possibly do like some quick quick Wyvern Fire combo. Maybe like it's quick in the sense that you do actually get to the finishing point of the Wyvern's Fire. It still takes a good amount of time, so just beware. But it's not. It's faster than doing like a full raw charge, right? So do with that as you will. Let's use another one. If you are out of a resource, worm steak or your shells, you will not be able to utilize the attack you will not be able to use the attack that utilizes that resource. So if I'm going through, okay, I am now out of shells. I am now forced to reload. Okay, it does auto reload, okay, but I'm forced to reload. If I am going to do a worm steak combo or something like that, I don't have my worm steak, it will not reload itself. I have to do a full reload. There are some exceptions to that rule. If I go through and I do a focus attack, right, that is a reload. The focus attack starts with a full reload, so all your resources are set. Okay. What are the ones here? You can do charge shot, which is, if you notice while I'm charging it, right, you could distinctly hear 1, 2, 3. That charge level is based off of my shots, so you're not actually like charging up to do, you know, like with great sword or something like that, or lance when you're charging your counter guard. What that does is it actually allows you to choose how many bullets or shells go off at the same time when you release the button, okay? So typically if you quick tap, it's always 1. If you hold it down, you can choose when to fire that amount of bullets, okay? So if I am down to 2 bullets and I charge, it's 2 shots, okay? And then the shield, right? Shield property is very similar to lance. Main factor, you do not get extra moves or extra attacks off of a guard or off of a perfect guard, okay? Or in Lance's case would be like countering, okay? If you get the perfect guard, great. You get a bonus to your animation, right? Your next attack has a quicker startup sort of deal. Man, my world has seen some BS because I've booted it. You know, I haven't booted it in a while. I had to download the patch to fix it. Oof. Gross. Okay, so when another one too that's very interesting to note is your actual combos. Okay, so if I go through battle thrust 1, 2, white sleep, and I can do worm steak cannon, right? I'm purely looking at the top right. Okay, so if I lateral thrust, and we're going to white sweep. Okay, if I do lateral thrust in dash, we're back to lateral thrust 1. If I do lateral thrust 1 and shell, we're back at lateral thrust 1. You can utilize these things, right? But do realize your combo will have to start back at 0. So just beware, okay? And then when you start your Wyvern Fire, you are locked into it. You can get hit out of it. You can do all that stuff too. So that gives you the opportunity, when you actually activate it, you're free to aim. You're free to aim. And then when you use focus mode, you can actually aim better with your Wyvern Fire. So, and then shelling into position. So one thing you could do, and this is going to be kind of a weird one, similar to Lance, okay? Because Lance, when you attack, you can move a little bit. Like you can thrust and kind of move to the side and that sort of stuff. Shelling does the same thing. Okay? So if I shell, okay? If I'm here and I shell, you can see that I'm actually moving in. I'm not just shooting. I'm actually able to move and shift with my shell. So you can use that mid-combo or something, or like a kind of interrupt, to be able to shift position just a little bit, right? I wouldn't say that necessarily like allows you to not dodge, right? Because dodge comes with iframes. This one here just allows for a reposition. So if you need to like scoot around a monster, you can do that with this. And then last one, the actual idea behind the weapon itself, which I think is very important to kind of understand sort of the direction that they're going for with these things. So yada yada yada, right? what I've more or less kind of come to, okay? For example, Lance, right, is very good for like a Guardian type build or a Guardian type mindset or like a Paladin type mindset, okay? And then, of course, you just doing Lance things, right? With Gunlance, you're playing more of a machinist or an engineer sort of role, which means your power comes from the utilization of all the tools that you have access to, okay? So in this case, you have your shelling, you have your worm stake, you have your wire and fire, right? Then you actually have the lance itself, that sort of thing. So utilizing all 4 of those together allow the gun lance to be able to perform at a higher level. So it helps, if any rate, it helps me a lot to kind of understand of like what sort of direction do I need to like put myself in, or understand, you know, how this weapon is kind of meant to function. Let me just put down the date for the new set. All right, now we're done. We're done with all the yapping. Okay, let's actually go do some shit, right? Then really quick too, we need to start up. We need to start up our other one. Give me a second just to make sure that we are online here. And in the meantime, I am gonna go look at quest. Hell yeah. Okay, we're good. Solid. Let's run it. So yeah, I am having a little bit of continual issue with kind of just the familiarity of the moonset.
Yes.
So I'm kind of still planning on just moving up gradually through these quests, which works out great because, you know, there's enough here to do. I think we ended it. So we ended it with, oh shoot, was it Raydao, or was it? Oh no, it was Spider. Okay, so right now I am gonna go after Hirobami, which I don't like fighting. Weirdly enough, who would have thought? I don't like the squiggle noodle. I don't like the flying noodle. I don't. It squiggles way too much. It fights in cursive, which to me, being a guy who likes greatsword, don't appreciate that. I don't. And I'm also gonna really hope that my current weapons are going to work out just fine. Or just fine. Let's run wide shot right now. I do plan on getting into some of the specifics of the shots today too. So just bear with me in due time. In due time we will get to that point. Dragonite, Dragonite. What else? Okay. Oh. All right, hello. You suck. No, I was gonna roll out the burst fire. No, I do not need to get tripped up by you. Reload. Yes. Well, not the roar. No, stop it. Ah.
You can use that as blinker ammo.
We're gonna go for worm steak. Your ass is grass. Come here. Go! Oh, I missed it. Freaking, you owe me a worm steak. Come here. I thought I had it. Come here. Come here. There we go. feels good. It's good to see that the I can't think of brain right now. The dude, I'm seriously sorry. The worms, the worm fire. Yeah. Wait, did it actually pick up? It actually grabbed it. Like an idiot. I should have taken that zoom out as a little bit of a warning here. Oh, it's on his tail. I was gonna go for his face, but that was the wrong idea. You suck. Come here. Are you gonna shift? No, you're not. You're actually gonna die here soon. Crazily enough. Cat, can I have a heal? No! You are a rotten noodle. You are. Okay, wait. Get over here. There. Holy shit. Seriously, this is just sad. There's not enough surface area on this monster. Hey. You're not doing too good, are you? That's it. That's all she wrote. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think I want to jump up to I want to go to one more hunt, right? Just a little weird in my hands right now. So we'll go one more hunt, and then oh, this is all shard stuff, ain't it? Yes. Damn it. But yeah, we'll do one more hunt here. I want to, like, basically just wake up. And also probably not use this frickin' bone gunlance, because the damage just falls off so quick. That's it for stuff, ain't it? Yep. Alright. Perpetually on the hunt for the good shit. Beautiful. Alright. And it's all taken care of. Cleaning up my phone notifications. It's really bad. What would be our next hunt now? A Jaricon? That might be a fun one. Can I get... Yep. Yeah, let's go right here. No, actually, I take that back. No, we need Alma. Alma is for the quest, Gem is for the weapons. Alright, optional quest. Doodly-doodly-doo. Well, there... Okay, so there's a Jaricon. Let's actually do... what am I thinking right now? Let's do Guardian Doshagama. Let's do that one. I don't know which one. Welcome to the Lancer Club. Dad, beard, and dragons. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Well, to be fair though, we're not in the Lancer Club. We've gotten past that. We're in the Gunlancer Club. It's different. There's more gunpowder involved. We finished the lance already. That is a weapon on our belt. All right, let's go. Oh, I went to the wrong location. Yeah, shit. Okay, well, welcome to the Boomstick Brigade. There you go. That's better. That's better. I've come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of gum. What was the other one? Somebody did a Duke Nukem one. I'm here to chew ass and kick gum. I'm all out of gum. Hello, buddy. I didn't switch weapons. Oh, it's freaking stupid. Good. Hey, can I have Sacred? Other weapon. Oh, one sneaky.
Get out today.
There we go. Boom. Get it. Stop. You need to stop. I'm here to stay. Guess what? I fricked up. No, I didn't. Aha. Fixed it. What are you doing putting it away? Nope, we're doing the full thing. Look at the damage. So what are the weapons I've done so far? Well, okay, so I have done, hear me through the audio. There we go, that's better. So what I have done so far is thus. We are on Gunlance. We've done Lance in the previous, or the first section of the series, and I am pretty well versed in longsword. So that's all we've done so far. It's still really early into this, and I cannot determine, or I cannot predetermine, I should say, how many episodes each weapon takes. Lance was only like 3 episodes, 3 or 4. I think it wasn't too bad. Bro, you suck. Reload. Nope. I'm out. I'm gone. Bye. That's disappointing. There you go. Eat 3 bullets right up Main Street, you furry little shit. You sentient bathrug. But yeah, actual series itself, actual episodes of the series itself, which I do have posted on YouTube if you do want to go watch. Okay, my main is Insect Glaive. I gotta look at a different screen here. My main is an Insect Glaive user. My second hunter is a Gunlancer. And I'm now doing one, just beat Zoshia 5 minutes ago, where I'm boot and doot and booper. Right. Yeah. Perfect. I'm sure I will figure out what exactly is going to entail the boop doot booper. There's gonna be a weapon we will find with that. I know there is. Bop. Nope. Bro, you suck. Stop it. You silly little banana. I need you to calm the frick down, please. I boop. Then with the boop, I do not mind more. Yeah. See, okay. That was a terrible idea. I should not have dodged. I should have stood my ground. I'm curious to know when we're gonna get, or what the order is, right? So we started with Lance because I have already a few people in like the Discord and stuff, and on YouTube and everything else who are like, oh, you gotta when you play Lance, your life's gonna change. Oh, Lance is it, right? It stands #1. You know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, obviously, that's where we start. Yeah, nice. I love that. Good block. Come here. I need you to chill. And then after the Lance stuff, which our win condition essentially is going to be beating Omega and Gakmazios. Those are the main win cons here. Hi. Yeah, can I? Yep, you're not doing good. Yep, no! You are a piece of shit. My brain is getting split too many times between what I need to be doing and what I'm not doing. You learn that Gunlance is just a bit more aggressive than regular Lance. I tried regular Lance, but Gunlance is so much better for me. Weirdly enough, as far as aggression goes, I'm kind of on the opposite end for this. It's gonna sound a little weird. Also get a shield gem if you can. Yeah, don't believe me. This account is full, so I'm gonna get through all the low rank stuff first, and then when we get in the high rank, we'll get into the more technical things like skills and shit. Reposition with that shot. Worm stake. There we go. You are just rotten in the core, you know that? Yeah, so basically with the Lance, I've kind of found that you can play aggressive with the Lance, but you need to have a certain mentality with it. And that's kind of just the main thing that I typically find on the first couple days of these weapon streams. Is like, where am I with this weapon? What is the main idea of this? And I typically use like a bit of MMO knowledge that I have to kind of better understand how that works. Like I was saying actually earlier in this stream, for me, with the experience that I had with Lance, right? Lance is a lot like how you would pick a Paladin or, you know, you type a Guardian sort of class, right? Your main thing is to be able to take the actual hits and utilize them for something else, whether it's just straight up block or maybe it's like a counter or something like that. And then when you get into, oh, so you're not even getting the hard part where you have to learn how bad it is then as you progress. Get better weapons and get brace gems and shield gems. It unlocks so much more availability. I will say Gunlance, if you take the right opportunities, Seregios is going to be one of your favorite fights. Yeah, Seregios was a pretty good fight with Lance. I will agree with you on that one, and I'm excited to do that again. I'm excited to do, honestly, I'm like jazzed beyond belief to when we get to Omega with any shield, right? Purely because of the beam. The beam thing is so cool to me. Because you can literally just eat the whole thing. But yeah, so as I was saying with the whole like MMO background and stuff like that, it helps me a lot. Oh yeah, eating the beam is so much fun. Yeah. But it helps me a lot, and I feel like it helps anybody else who is interested in learning these weapons through these streams and subsequently the VODs and stuff. Having a background in the mentality of what these weapons are trying to do, or like basically like a definition. What's the definition of the weapon, right? And like I was saying, Lance, it's very much like the definition is more along the lines of your Guardian type class. Your main thing is to take the hits and utilize them in however you see fit, because you're essentially granted you're essentially granted a toolkit that is built around it. Okay. Gunlance, for what I've experienced so far, and I hold pretty true to this sort of idea behind it, is it's primarily like what you would expect an engineer or machinist class to play. If anybody's ever played machinist in Final Fantasy XIV, or maybe the engineer in Guild Wars 2, you would feel right at home with this weapon. because mainly it's just a whole bunch of different tools. And kind of figuring out how those tools really play out helps a lot. With the last 2 fights for my horn, arc filled, and so I learned how to make echo chambers and what they actually do and how effective they are and how to use them. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting this. Have fun. Nope, don't do it. You are a rotten minute. Knock it out. Fine. Here you go. Have fun. This is all for you, buddy. That was a dumb idea. I should have waited. Well, that's just it. That's kind of the thing is like with my greatsword background, I really do kind of wait. Oh no! I have 1 shot left too. That might have worked. So I primarily wait for like my big heavy attacks, or in like greatsword's case, like the big charge. There we go. And so I'm more utilizing like the smaller things. I don't know. I play weird. I play weird. That's why like when I do these streams on Fridays and stuff, these weapon streams, I really want to make sure everybody understands. Take this with a grain of salt. Okay? My experience is not your experience. But I'm hoping that with what I'm doing here, it can make learning a new weapon a lot less daunting. And not only that, but you can kind of skip the line of experience needed to do a whole bunch of crazy shit. Like with Lance, for example, people might have an issue with how the movement is in Lance, how it's super small, super sluggish, and really just shitty overall. If you utilize your guard dash to move forward, and if you utilize your stab movement, so you can thrust and move, right? So it'll be thrust, move, thrust, move, thrust, move, so you can circle around a monster. Or if they move to a different zone on the map, you can charge at them. Big movement. You just gotta find weird ways to get around it. So usually I'd be blowing them up twice right after the first mount, and then spend my fight with little hits to build up booms. I'm glad you pointed that out, because I do struggle a little bit with that. Just a little bit, because there's that it's not because I'm afraid of using it, it's because like when to use it, that sort of thing. I do want to take a look here really quick before we talk about shelling and my limited understanding on how that works out. But I do want to actually take a minute and kind of think through the... Perfect, I love that. Orange stick full blast, and then he's going to this. Yeah, see, we're locked into that. Okay. Okay, reload. I want to... There is a way that we found that kind of skips some of the charge up on the Wyvern Fire, which we should also look and see if focus helps too. Going after that first hit, keep attacking. Yeah, okay, so that does a help if you just do the triangle, triangle, triangle to the worm stake cannon combo. That does help, you know, right? Just go triangle, 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 and triangle. That does help. That makes things pretty easy. Typically, like, my go-to is actually going here into the burst fire a lot more. Especially since we have the long shot. So I kind of like doing that just because it helps offset more, right? I'm able to kind of bully the monster a little bit because the shots add a bit more stagger to it. And then also there's this. Whoops. Yeah, worm stake, full blast combo. Let me see. So it's circle, triangle, this, and that. Adorable. Yeah, there's these certain combos here that is going to be... a little weird kind of use. Yeah, that just it operates faster doing if you can combo into that fire. It does help. Okay. Not fully sold on it yet. It's going to take me a little bit of headbutting time, but so you keep attacking with both triangle and circle. You actually have 2 sets of salvos. Oh, I wonder if that changes with the different shelling types. Okay, here we go. This is the part I dread because you know what? Let's do this actually. Take that back. We're going to start here. There's very little knowledge I have. I will easily admit that because this is not my weapon. But, okay, let's go play guide. Is there anything? No, I don't want that. Is there anything that I can look at for Gunlance? It's reload. Okay. You should check out that because when you hit the shells, you build your weapon fire much faster. Yeah, we can go look at that really quick. Let's go do it. Anything to delay the inevitable talk. You keep tagging with both triangle and circle. Yeah, and so you're talking about... So I'm in here, okay? And we're just going to do the triangle circle here, 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 here. Multi-worm stake. Oh, so it's not even that. Gotcha. Okay. So we go here, go overhead, go wide sweep, worm stake full blast, multi-stake. Yeah, see that's, okay. There's a weird issue I have somewhere in here. Then wide sweep, worm stake full blast. That's what the problem is. Okay, I found the problem. So, this is going to be a really weird deal. I see where you're coming from where it's just mashing triangle and circle the whole time. But if we talk about like actual input, actual like raw input and what the game is looking for, right? So, we're going to do Rising Slash. And you can actually see the combo that as the button presses as I move them right underneath the Gunlance here above my head. So, here, 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 and then after the worm stake is when it actually lets it run. It's a great combo to build the Wyvern Fire, and there's a little bit of lock on to it. Nice. I like easy shit. Easy shit, nice. Okay. I feel good enough. Let's look at moving into some high rank stuff here. On top of that, though, we need to talk about a very big, important thing when it comes to picking and choosing gun lances. I don't quite know the utilization of these certain things, but it's good to know that they exist. Okay, so if you take your actual weapon screen here, okay, you will have, of course, you'll have your in equipment and a Gemma. Okay, you will have your equipment info and your status. Okay, so one thing you'll notice is aside from attack, affinity, element, sharpness, slots, defense. Okay, Gunlance is a whole new deal. Okay, it's called shelling type and power level. Okay, shelling type, it comes in normal, it comes in wide, and it comes in long. I don't know if there's any extra ones like extra wide or extra long. Okay, but if there is, I can tell you right now, somebody's gonna love it out there. Probably a lady that you might find loving, endearing. I don't know. That's a terrible joke. But the power level is more so of like how does that damage actually rank according to other things in its category, you know, wide, normal, or long. But basically the way this all boils down is the shape of your actual shelling when you fire it. Okay, so normal is just a small bubble right outside the end of your barrel. Shit, we got ad coming up. You know, we'll take a break here really quick for ad because this is very important to talk about. They're slightly strong, normal, and slightly weak. With the shelling type being wide, normal, a lot. Perfect. Thank you for that. But we got an ad coming up here on Twitch and stuff, and then in case YouTube wants to put stuff in here too. So we'll just 2.5 minutes, actually 2 minutes right now. So get up, stretch, grab some snacks, grab some water, take a shit, shower, shave. There you go. Hey, Dad, Beard and Dragons. Thanks for the follow. I don't know why it's not actually doing a thing, but don't know what that's about. I might have to. There's probably a lot of things that aren't rocking and jiving right now. Probably fix that in the interim. Oh. Shit flying all over my face right now. Fiddledy frick. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. The notifications are weird on my setup, so just do realize I see them. I see them all the time. Most of the time. YouTube's the exception. All right. Less than a minute. I found it funny. Came across a deal not too long ago from a fine lad named Queso about whenever, because Twitch does a really bad job about accruing money for the site outside of subs and stuff like that, which is primarily ads, right? They do a shit-ass job with ads. And when it comes to the ads and stuff, they're very intrusive. Very intrusive for the viewing experience. But Queso talked about how... I got flies, I'm sorry. It's warming up over here, so they're flying everywhere. But Queso made a mention that he likes to stop whatever he's doing, pause the stream and stuff, to let the ad roll so that way then nobody misses anything. And there's a lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. Oh wow, that's so awesome and stuff. Good on Queso. It's like, how does nobody else think about that? Yeah. Don't worry, Dad. Don't worry, Dad, Beard and Dragons. We did not go anywhere. I stopped talking about this shit because I don't believe that ads should interrupt what we do. So just to keep everybody aware, for maybe lurkers and stuff too, when this channel has an ad that comes up, you will rest assured that the stuff that I'm doing will stop to the best of my abilities. Monster Hunter Wild, Monster Hunter World are a little weird because there's an opportunity for me not to be able to pause, but when we do Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and stuff like that on Sundays, there's a pause. So don't worry about that. It's all good. Okay. Enough other shit. Let's get back. All right, so where were we? We were talking about you have your equipment window pane, you have your status window pane. Okay, you can look at that on the right side of my screen. So main thing is with every weapon, you will always see the name of the weapon, the rarity of the weapon. You'll get your attack stat, your affinity stat, which in case somebody's not familiar with it, affinity is just your crit chance. Okay, if you crit, if your affinity is like 50%, one out of every 2 attacks will crit. Okay, not do more crit, just crit, which is a base level more damage. Okay, like I think it's like 125% more damage, something like that. Then your element, then your sharpness gauge, your slots, your defense bonus. Okay, Gunlance is unique. It's one of the weapons that does have extra paneling. Okay, you have long for your shell, or you have your shelling type, and you have your power. Okay, your shelling type comes in 3 forms, which Beard Dragons did explain a little bit ago. Okay, so your shelling types are wide, normal, or long. Okay, basically what that means is it's the shape of your hitbox when you actually fire your shell. So normal, it's basically just a ball out the end of your weapon. Okay, so anything in that ball will take damage from the shelling. Okay, when it comes to wide, you actually your I think it's the same amount of distance outward from your barrel, maybe a little bit less, but it's like 2.5x as wide, right? So when you fire, you're actually giving it a wall to throw at the monster. Long, on the other hand, it narrows the cone and then it fires it out. Noah, hello. How's it going? A long time no see. You are correct. So yeah, just to kind of recap, normal. Oh, I love it. Oh, sneezes. Okay, so just to recap, normal ball on the end of your barrel when you fire a shot. Thank you. And then for wide, it's a big ass wall out the end of your gun into the monster's face. Long, it shoots a really good sized. Like you could basically say when you fire a long shell, you're sticking a gun lance out the end of your barrel. Yes, we only have 2 shells with large. There are some. Thank you. There are some limitations. You are correct. Normal will have the normal shelling type will have the most amount of shells to fire, okay? And then subsequently when you do your charge shot, right, you can rack more rounds into there to fire all at once, okay? When you do wide, it's less than normal, and when you do long, it is only 2 shots. Long will only natively ever have 2 shots. End of question, or end of story. You can, I believe, add to it with certain skills, okay? Now, when going into power, again, Dad, Beer and Dragons was able to graciously give us, yes, artillery, thank you, was able to exclaim as well that you have, your power levels are slightly weak, then you have normal, then you have strong, and slightly strong, okay? Normal is 6. So there is like a standard to it, because I thought there was a little bit of leeway with some of the sides. Doesn't matter, it's good all around. Right, so if you want a lot more, like shots, then normal is your best. Wide is really good to take out. Like wide, I would say, if I had to put it to like a use, would be really good at dealing with large numbers of enemies, right? Because you have a bigger area of effect to actually hit something. It's also really good probably with high mobility too, because frick the thing that keeps jumping around. Hit it with a bigger hammer. I don't know. And yeah, the power just, from what I understand, is more of like your damage modifier for your shelling. Your shelling is probably going to be based off a certain percentage of your actual attack rating. And then your normal is a worded representation of what the percentage actually is. No, all normal types have 6 shots. Okay, so then normals have 6 shots. Wide has like, what, 3? And then long has 2. I didn't pick up on that. Good shit. Let me actually... Let me pull that up. So long has 2 shots. Normal has 6 shots, and then wide has 3 shots. And I know it's been a little bit, but if anybody's curious about after the stream, I do post notes in the Discord channel. So if you're curious about that or seeing kind of my thought process on things and that sort of stuff, or want to talk about certain stuff, ! Discord on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, and you will get a wonderful link to join the community. So yeah, that's a thing you need to worry about when it comes to your playstyle with this weapon. Okay. Personally, I have not found very different tactics when it comes to these weapons as of yet. Okay, I do know there are some people who are keen on playing more shot focused stuff, right? There are some benefits with running that, so you probably want to run like a normal run, a normal one, good lord. And then also too, Sam, I don't know too much. Perfect, thank you. You got an expert here telling you that shit too. Listen. But there are just some things that happen. Mostly it's going to come down to personal preference, and then certain other things, because not every weapon is going to have long, normal, or wide, and then same with the power levels. So just kind of keep in mind, it's like maybe I'm expert, I'm 125. Hey, it works, all right? It works. I've been playing Monster Hunter since Freedom Unite, right? There are still shit that I'm learning, so as long as you have actual knowledge to utilize, you're an expert in my eyes, all right? So just kind of keep that in mind, especially in wilds now too, where every weapon has equipment skills on them as well. So it's another layer of complexity when it comes to Gunlance that you just need to worry about. So that's just more the main thing. And you can see here we have wide on the Ajarican weapon, right? Load shell. Ooh, what's that one? Load shells. Improves reloading and increases gun chances. Shell capacity. I told you. What did I say? You can increase the shell capacity. So now what that means is because it's a wide gun lance or a wide shelling type, which would come with 3 shots, right? Now with load shells, gun lance loading capacity +1. Never mind. Now you get 4 shots. And then if you were on normal, you'd get 7. If you were on long, you'd get 3. Yeah. And then offensive guard. I am going to be running. Oh my God, my nose is so itchy now. Sorry. Offensive guard is one I'm really curious or really thinking about running. Possibly. I don't know yet. Guard up for sure. There is a lot of offensive guard, which even though, unlike Lance, where you don't necessarily utilize the forward momentum of the Gunlance shield, it's just the block, okay? You don't get move sets after it. If anything, you get if you do a perfect guard, you can combo into an attack, right? You don't have some sort of recovery thing or anything like that if you perfect guard. So you can combo into an attack with it. I'm kind of on that idea. There's a lot of them that do have it though. Guard, attack boost, critical draw, and status. I don't know about that one. Critical draw just seems really weird on anything outside of Greatsword. Maybe I'm weird, but that just feels like how it is. Guard, punishing draw, critical draw. Nope, agreed. And your shelling type will also change your wormstake cannon. I didn't know that. How does it change? I must knows. See, okay. Sorry to jump around a whole lot, but I wouldn't mind this one. I wouldn't mind Fulgur and Janeth one. Great, I would say probably for its level. Pretty decent attack, right? Good affinity at 15%. At least raw, right? You can change it with skills and stuff. Ooh, hold on. I'm not a big fan of Gunlance for a long time. For some reason, it's the easiest weapon for me to pick up because of my love for Charge Blade. Guard point positioning and resource management. Yeah, I am curious. I stated earlier that I really do feel that the Gunlance, if anybody is familiar with MMOs and stuff, you know, Final Fantasy 14 and Guild Wars 2 primarily, because those are the only 2 I can think of. The Machinist or the Engineer type class, it feels like a tool that, or it feels like a weapon that has a whole bunch of tools at its disposal, and utilizing the resource management and what those resources entail to output a high amount of damage. It's good at that. It's solid. And if you like being a nerd in that regard, all the more power to you. One of my favorite was actually the Paralysis Gun. Paralysis Gun. This one? 400. Just out the gate. That's gross. With offensive guard. Interesting. Interesting. For wild, it's like a big boom that do stun damage. For normal is the chain of hit. Long, I don't know. I'm gonna see. For wide, it's like a big boom that do stun damage. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Because it's hard for me to kind of see that. I'm gonna add that to the notes. Long. Okay, hold on here. I gotta move my stuff out of the way. I got a lot of stuff on my screens. All right, so long you're saying is, you don't know yet. Normal. Chain ability, which is something I noted earlier that you have to, at least earlier, last stream I mean, you have to really pick and choose what you wanted to do, because if you did an attack and you dashed, you reset your attack combo. If you attacked and then shot, you reset your attack combo as well. So we'll test that out really quick with normal. And then wide is just, we're gonna go with hammer shot. It's a hammer shot. That's what it is. So that's good to know. That's amazing. Okay.
You know where to find me.
Guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna nerd out for a second. Nuts. Okay, we're gonna do this. Give me. This is normal. Normal. Beautiful. It means a lot of small booms. We'll take a look here. We'll go run in there and we'll see. We'll see what the chef is cooking. Yeah. Okay. So right now we're on long. Okay. Interesting. And if I charge it up, shoots 3. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I feel like long is probably just a damage boost. I think that's probably what it mainly is. All right. So normal. No, because you could do that too. You could do that same sort of combo thing with the other one. At least I'm pretty sure. Alright, so I'm here. Okay. We're going to lateral, fire. Yeah, you can do... You should be able to do the same sort of combo. So... Oops, my bad. Lateral, shot. Yep. Good to know, though. I think with... Normal might be really good at probably laying down the smack when it comes to doing like burst fire or any sort of like multi-hit shot, multi-hit sort of deal. That's probably where normal shines. I would venture to guess. Long as like normal, but I think you do more damage. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. Yeah. Normal and slightly strong. What did I have? Why did I have this one? Oh, it was for Omega. That's why I have that one. Okay. And then that's for shot or...
Going on at the Grand Hub. Should we check it out?
Yeah, we will check it out in due time. Don't worry, Alma.
What are we making today?
Oh, great. This needs fuck you-ium. I love that. I love that for me. Damn. Jindahad. Wide and slightly strong. See, I would... Okay. If we're still talking about the shots and having these sorts of things to it, and playing on Rise, so Wild have 2 shells, Long have 4 shells, Normal has 6. Interesting.
Done already?
Long has 3. Is it Wide that has 2? I can just grab my Sacred in here. I don't need to go to the training room. We're gonna get this right. Yeah, White has 2. Okay. That's weird. I don't... So it's still the same. Long 3, wide 2. Oh man, that's so much to change. More damage on shelling. There you go. But yeah, I would say, okay. Recap. I need to calm down for a second. So, what we're essentially talking about and going over is the properties to kind of keep in mind when talking about the wide, normal, and long shots, okay? So, normal shot, it seems to me, get the most benefit out of moves that utilize a multitude of shelling in one time. Case in point, burst fire and charging your shelling. So when you do a charge shot, you basically cram more bullets into the dang thing. So if you're doing normal, you can cram more shells into it than you can long and wide, okay? There you go. Burst fire, it just unloads the whole thing, right? It's like getting too excited on your first date. Again, terrible joke. When it comes to the individual properties of the shelling, though, right, if we're talking about just like an on-shot basis, one-to-one shot, long deals more damage for the shelling itself, and then wide can act as basically a stunning tool. After your second blast, press again to do Worm Steak Cannon. Gotta go grab my pizza, I'll be back. Oh, dude, pizza is the meal of the day today. My kid and I had pizza for lunch. It's the winning meal of the day. All right. Here we go. We are going to go change this up. We need to do a quest. We are going to do our first high rank quest, which really isn't that scary, but you know what we got to do. I want to. What is one? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this goober. Attack and prep. Now, I'm not going to be too, like, super big or whatever on, like, skills today. Primarily, it's just going over some more intermediate to advanced sort of things. Which might sound weird to some of the actual, like, users of this weapon. Main thing is I want to separate it out. Leap of faith. Interesting. Basically, it's more so along the lines of just somebody who's passing through, would they automatically know what the thing we're talking about is? In which case, shelling, more likely not. Okay, so that's where that breaks down at. What would be a good one to just grab really quick? Constitution, Agitator, Recovery up. Curious. Kinda on board with it, kinda not. I really don't know specifically what would be a good. Well, actually, is artillery on this list at all? I don't know. Submenu. No. Give me this. Equip skills. Antivirus, alluring pelt, agitator. Give me. You know what? Let's check out agitator. What do we have? This is not good. There's a lot of big stuff in here. Omega, yeah, like Omega attire and shit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Agitator, agitator, agitator. Well, poo. I really don't know what would be a good set to just start with for. You know what? Let's do this. Constitution, agitator. The fire resistance, I really don't care. Fire resistance, fire resistance. Constitution, okay, so we're gonna go here. Grab this. And this is just purely to get us into high rank without dying. That's it. All it is.
Ready to get to work? Perfect.
Beautiful. Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you. You're so kind. Constitution recovery up. I don't care. Give me more. Where are we at with agitator? Give me. Oh, you fricker. Give me more agitator. I need it on legs. This is really tempting. What else? Wait, does. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, it does do it. Okay, and then quit. And we're going to put on Dahad. Yes, we're going to do this one. It's a little kitted, but, you know, it's whatever. Okay.
Fit you to a T.
Let me save this really quick so I have access to this later. Perfect. Look at us. Agitator level 5. I am going to be pissing on all the Cheerios. The monsters better step back. I haven't paid in a while, and their Cheerios look pretty dry. That sounds gross out of context, and even with context, that sounds terrible. All right, Jesperos. Come here, you dumb, silly chicken. No! I'm doing bad. I'm doing terrible. Ugh. You're doing worse. How? Yeah, no. You're not allowed. No. 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 Let me back up. No. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna miss because, duh. Yeah, and I don't have the worm steak, therefore it did not work. Stop it. I dislike all of this. Fine. Boom. Have more shelling, please. Ugh, I stepped too far back. Let me have the wound. Is it seriously that difficult? You know what? Actually, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, 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 no. Please, come here. Come here. I got a really cool thing to try. Yep, come here. Come here. No, 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 no. You suck. Stay there. Stay there. You dumb, silly chicken. Eat wool. Wait, what? 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 No, 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 no. Come here. You're kidding. You're kidding. I hate you. Okay. Nope, you get worm steak. Never mind. I am completely incapable of landing any sort of worm steak on this thing. I just want the wound at this point. Get gone. Okay, over here. Well, that was a complete waste of shells. Thanks. All right, sharpen up. Why is it? Wait. When can Nurse Scylla get in here? Okay. And he's gone. Sacred, we ride. Maybe I can actually get on top of him now, too. Tally ho, partner! Oh, what? What did I get? Give me the reload. Come on, start the wound. Yes. We're gonna try this. This is very, very, very raw. I was not expecting it to work. It really wasn't. There we go. Well, shit. No, or you just have to press the shell button one more time and shoot after 2 shells. That was not it. No, my freaking charge shot was not good. Nope, we're doing this. I don't care. Boom. Nailed it. Nailed it. Goodbye. That is how it works on Rise. Don't worry about it. It's all good. There's going to be a little bit of some disconnect between the two games. So, like, we can't expect everything to be the same. It's not how this works. Is there? There is. Boop. I really need to spend just a whole bunch of time gathering stuff in here. There's no one. Is there no one? Should be. Hey, what's up? Okay, give me down, give me down. No! I was gonna... Okay, hurry up. Let's go. Come on. I have to be really quick at this. No, I don't. Shit. Do you have the boom skill on? I don't. Nope, that ended it. I don't. The only skill I have right now that's like noteworthy is like agitator. That's it. I am purely not focusing on skills this stream because I find that skills in and of itself really get to be a kind of its own talking point, right? Just because there's so many things in Monster Hunter, like especially with Wilds. Wilds gets weird. And then we start talking about, or we start adding like Gogmazios into the mix and stuff too. Skills are all about preference. Kind of. I am of the belief, right, that certain weapons have kind of a make or break skill. Ultimately, yes, it is up to preference, ultimately. But I do feel like there's a make or break skill or skills that make a weapon just that much naturally better. Case in point, okay? Case in point, greatsword. At a minimum, I feel like you should be running focus. You should always strive to have focus as a minimum. Kind of, yeah. Like guard or guard up. I lean more towards the guard up sort of thing, but because I can get wiggly litchies, or like energy drinks, not energy drinks, stamina potions and stuff, that sort of deal. Man, you should have it for Gunlance because it reduces time for you. The boom skill? So boom skill reduces that on Wyvern Fire? I was kind of guessing focus would because it's technically a charge. But we can look really quick. Well, no, actually, no, come here. Is that going to be a armor skill, or is that going to be a ballistics? Extends the range in which ammo and arrows have maximum power. Also boosts power at higher levels. Okay, no. Increases blast buildup. No. Bludgeoner, no. Charge master. Increases elemental power for build up charge attacks. Charge up increases hammer attacks. Yeah, see, like charge up for hammer. Boom. Yeah, guard up, like I said, that's kind of a big one in my eyes. Focus. Increase the fill rate for weapons with gauges and the charge rate for weapons with charge attacks. That's why I'm thinking like focus would be a good like tertiary skill to have on these weapons. It's just a me thing, but I feel like that's a kind of a good idea. Load shells increase reloading and increase the Gunlance shell capacity, charge please file capacity. Spread power shot, speed sharpening, slugger, sleep functionality, razor sharp, rapid morph, rapid fire up, punishing drop, power for longer. Yeah, I don't think it's in this set, so let's go and look at. Okay, never mind. Let's look at this one. Bombardier increases damage to explosive items. No, that's not it. Blindsider. No. Blast resistance. No. Flinch free, part breaker, peak performance, free meal, foray. Some resistance. We don't have that. We don't have the boom skill. I hate to say it. We don't. Focus might do it. We could test. Actually, you know what we could do? I should test that really quick. It is you're okay. Okay. Well, I can put this on, and we can look again. Woo. No, it is not on the. Because I'm looking at my entire list of things, and I don't have it. At least I don't have it. At least I don't have it. We can look at this, and we can look at equipment skills, blade scale honing. So at least it's not on the weapons itself.
Got something in mind?
Let's look at armor. We're set to default equipment skills, and you're saying just was it bombardier? No, botanist burst, buttery, leathercraft, because everybody needs that apparently. Affinity sliding skill though. Yeah. I wanted to work on, or I wanted to test focus though. Iron wall. What was iron wall? Just guard. Makes sense. I didn't even see artillery either. Nope, there's artillery. Strengthens explosive attacks like shells, wyvern fires, charge blade. So back to earlier with my whole idea of each weapon has like unique skills that just allow it to be better, right? So it's kind of like a thing you should always have on it. Gunlance with artillery skill. Literally, it boosts the things that it does, right? The unique shit it does. For greatsword, I feel like critical draw and focus, you could interchange them, but primarily you want both to make it better, right? Because your number one attack on greatsword should be your charge attack, and critical draw allows your first one to be amazing, and then focus allows you to get through all your charges faster. You can cheat the second charge. I know about that. Don't worry. I'm aware. Yeah, level 3. You just put artillery skill on there. That works out great. And then let me do... Fire it up. Actually, that's a lie. I won't focus. Okay. We have... Here's our weapon right now. Here's what we're going to test.
See you later.
Okay. Can our Gunlance work faster with or without, or the wyvern fire? Does the wyvern fire operate faster than... Oh, I forgot this one spins. Very spinny. Yes. Very spinny. There's no bullet in there. It just generates an explosion. That's funny. Okay. Give me a second here. Okay, so here is our bone Gunlance. Okay. Where do I have a timer? Freaking bug, dude. These flies piss me off. Okay. Four seconds. Okay. Without focus. Okay, and this is with focus. Yes. Focus works. Focus does its thing. Ah, it's awesome. Oops. Focus works with wyvern fire. Yeah. So you could just be launching that off. And then what's also really cool too, okay? Right, if we do your one. So being as we also have focus, right? It also helps us build charge faster on our wyvern fire. So it's twofold, okay? If the science is to be believed correctly by just language alone, okay? So focus does two things with a Gunlance, according to the science and descriptions. One, you are able to operate your wyvern fire from initiation to completion faster by like 1 second or some shit like that, right? Roughly 1 second. Then when you are building your charge, due to Focus's ability for you to just, because you're building up a gauge. Yes. Oh yeah. If I can feel the charge building up already. Which sounds really dumb. Like, oh, how could you feel it in the game? It feels faster. That's super fast. Oh. Okay, I think I found my skills, guys. I think I found my skills on the weapons. I'm not gonna run to anything different. That shit is awesome. Okay. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Okay. What am I giggling about? I need to calm down here. Okay. 1. The bread and butter, the ultimate form of damage that you can do on your Gunlance is your Wyvern Fire. That is your biggest payoff attack, okay? There are some obfuscations with other things, yada, yada, yada. But main thing you're working towards is getting your Wyvern Fire to go off, okay? Being as we get 2 and we build up a charge, okay? And then when you're actually activating it, it is another charge, okay? Running Focus actually boosts your speed at which you can fire off Wyvern Fires within a hunt, okay? Now, it also boosts your shelling damage, and anytime you fire off a shell, never mind, boom is in French, it is artillery. Got it. Nailed it. But yeah. So going back to it, mandatory skill to have on it, and you could socket it. It doesn't matter how you get it. You just need artillery. If you want to do better as a Gunlance, you need artillery. Okay. Secondary, I would suggest Focus, right? And then third, you could run guard up, and the offensive guard. It doesn't really matter that much. It kind of just depends on that point, like your specific situation. But yeah, that's hilarious. Goodbye. Guys, I'm sorry. This shit's disgusting. We need to quit. That's what we need to do. We need to stop it. It's time to stop. Gross. I feel scummy now. I do. I feel... All right. Thank you for the food. Thank you. Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this away. I would, just for Monster Hunter Wilds alone, okay? Just for Wilds alone. Look at getting, what's this come with? Guard up. Comes with guard. What's this one? Guardian. Never mind. Whatever you get from Shield Gem is going to be best because being able to block non-physical attacks are amazing. I paired Mizu's Water Gleam. Right, so I'm going to be naturally talking about Wilds, okay? So I apologize for anybody who's looking at trying to play Gunlance in the older games and stuff. Main thing is just experiment. You can see how much shit I've been able to find so far, so there you go. There's your motivation. But with the talisman system in Wilds, you can get these secret charms and stuff, which is a random bullshit assortment of skills that come up on it. So as you can see, the one that I am currently rocking right now is Guard Up level 3, Heroics, and Tremor Resistance. I get all of that for free on every Gunlance I'm running right now because it's my talisman. It doesn't switch with the weapon, which allows me to pick or have a wider range of weapons to choose from, right? Because I'm not beholden to specific skills on the weapons because of this jewel, because it's badass, because Monster Hunter Wilds is goofy and screwy, and there's so many systems in here that just make everything so confusing. So, We are actually gonna change weapons here. I'm feeling it. I'm jiving with that idea right now. I would like to run a Jarraken, but I don't have the stuff to make the monkey thing. We're gonna go. You know what, guys? We're gonna go get that. We're gonna go get the monkey thing.
See you later.
Alma, it is time. It is time to hunt the monkey. We need low rank one, don't we? Yes, yes we do. Monkey. And this is my monkey bubbles. All right. Posting the quest, we're gonna head out. We're gonna hit the ground running. We're gonna hit the monkey where he hurts with a big ass frick off cannon. Point blank. In the nethers. Part of me is really glad that
Commencing quest now.
my overall content creation stuff is very limited. You know, I'm not a big guy, right? Because if I was, there would be a lot of shit that would probably be clipped out of context. That'd be really bad. Should always aim for the nethers, especially with drill attack. That's fucked up. You should feel bad for that. What did the monkey do to you to deserve that specific treatment? Hey, asshole. Okay, he did that. I hate this. Come here. Come here. Nope. We're gonna relocate. We're gonna relocate. Come here. Come here. You are an idiot. Hey, what's up? Monkey time. You bonk, idiot. I fricked it up. Minky is me monkey. It just... What? I'm so confused. What happened? No, you stop. You need to stop this. Reload. No. No! Oh my god. Monkey's pissed me off. I'm so glad this is not like a Rajang right now. Okay, that was embarrassing. Oh, why? This is why Monkey is me monkey. Goodbye. I mean, yeah, I'm running the Kaku armor right now. So it works out in our favor a little bit. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hey, Cookie, how's it going? Ah! Things are going great. Ah, nope. Okay, stop, 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 stop. I need to reload. No! Oh, you fool, you've activated my trap card. Heroics! Get wrecked! Bonk. Goodbye. So it doesn't block it. Okay, can we please roll away? Thank you. I will say running this on mouse and keyboard seems a lot more accurate for the focus strike. Yeah. Who would have thought being able to use multiple movement points, such as your arm, is a lot more accurate than just running the few amount of movement points found in your thumb. Oh, we're on ad. I am so sorry, everybody. Hello? No, I did not purposely turn off my mic. And for like the third time now, I don't know if it was said. I apologize. I messed up on ad break. I'm sorry. I'm a bad streamer.
Like always, I'll place the items I gather in
I'm
your
a bad
field
streamer.
pouch.
All right. Just 30 seconds left more on ad time, everybody. You still have time. There is still time. And while we're waiting, right? If anybody is at all curious about possibly joining the community and stuff of the channel offline, right, when we're not streaming and stuff, you can go ahead and do so. Exclamation point Discord on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Anyone will do, and you will get posted a link. Yeah. You'll get PM'd a link in chat, and you can go ahead and click that and join our Discord, where we are slowly trying to set up a Monster Hunter World gaming session in the server. So, all right, everybody back? We all good? We're cool? Also, I accidentally deleted my Soul Silver save. Womp. That sucks. Yeah, but it's Soul Silver. It's good. It's a good game. It's not that big of a loss, right? It's a good game. Yeah. All right. Now that we're all set up and ready to go, let's go fight a monkey. Oh, monkey boy. Silly monkey. Hey, what's up? Check it. Get wrecked. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Come here. After him. Take it off. Oh my god, Zagret. I don't know if I took it off yet. I don't know. We need rations. There we go. Pull up that stamina. Hey, what's up? I now use almost every weapon in Monster Hunter besides from one, and will most likely never use it. Aw, that sucks. Hey, what's up? Uh-oh. Oh, no. No! I thought I blocked that. I thought I was turning around just enough. Calm down. No. Heavy bow gun. I don't know how we're going to do the bow guns and... Well, actually, no. Just primarily the bow guns. Can I... Oh, I don't have the... Shit, that sucks. Booyah! That's so good. I love it. I heard the bow guns are really good in wilds. Yeah, well, I mean, bow guns are... How should I put this? Bow guns are pretty much good in, like, every game. It's just really dependent on ease of use. That's kind of the main, like, question. It's just how easy is it to utilize the weapon? Because I know there's a lot, if you go back into some of the older Monster Hunters and stuff, you'll notice there's a lot of like speedrun tactics and stuff like that that utilize bow guns. And the main reason why is just because bow guns have such a stupid amount of tools that none of the other weapons have, right? Like, taking into consideration crag shot, sticky shot, piercing shots, right? there's no other weapon that just have those things innately there, or even just like out the gate, right? So again, like I said, bowguns are like always powerful, right? It's just how easy is it to use? Because I guarantee you, bowguns now have such an easier time than bowguns back in like Freedom Unite. Like,
If you create a loadout,
those would
you
suck.
can restock your items in a flash.
There's no way you would ever catch me dead. Like, unless it's somebody challenged it using channel points on Twitch or something like that. But I would never, ever do bowgun willingly on Freedom Unite. Just no, absolutely not.
Well, yep.
Okay, did we get enough to do
What
the
are we
Ajar
missing?
kit weapon? Ah, we did. Manky.
Alrighty. Perfection.
Okay, we're gonna replace that. And I don't have marrow. Beans. Is there one to replace long? Nursilla, but that's got stupid stuff on it. Normal, slightly weak, slightly strong. Anything with guard up would be a waste. I'll tell you that right now. Wide and slightly strong with guard. Long and normal. That's really tempting. It's very tempting, actually. What about the other ones? Long, slightly strong, punishing draw, critical draw. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Might not be a bad idea. Raytheon is normal. Goes into normal. Critical boost. I like the idea of running Rathalos for the long. I really do. But that puts us at burst and... or blast. My bad. That's critical element. I like critical boost more. I don't know. Best chips. Oh, but it comes up with guard. Yeah, that sucks. It's got all the good shit. Normal, slightly strong. That's tempting. Mitsune, no, normal, long. Ooh. I think I might just go with Rathalos right now for my other deal. Raytheon Spike Plus. Well, piss. I don't have enough of those. Actually, hold on. Hold on.
That's a good choice.
Ah, he's not here. Dang it. I don't know. Nata, are you useful for once? Like, are you directly useful in what I'm trying to do here? No?
Yes.
You're just being a pain in my ass? Okay, cool.
I can help you
Material
source
retrieval.
materials.
Retrieval? My bad. Nope. 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 That was the same one. Nope. Actually, you know what? You are kind of useful. I just don't have that. So that actually sucks. Rope. Nope. Ren? Nope. What about Sekka? No. Damn it. That sucks.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. I'm gonna wish list the Rathalos.
What are we making today?
I'm gonna wish list that for right now. I would actually like Rathalos straight. Yeah, long and normal damage, but the critical boost, the white sharpness, yeah. Well, I need this. Add to wish list. Yes, I need this. Which we have enough shit to make this. We have enough stuff to make this, but I can't do that right now. It's stupid. It's very dumb and stinky. Gravios. I wish we didn't. This is dumb because I already have guard up, and the Gravios Lance, Gravios Gunlance, has guard up on it, but it's just not good. But it's got 400 blast, and that's good. Sucks. Okay, so a little bit of a recap. I gotta start like this. Notes for today, right? It's very small amount of notes, but it's very, very, very important information. Okay. Gunlance, aside from it being like in MMO term wise, okay, you have in certain MMOs a machinist or something like a engineer, where your entire identity is built around the idea of utilizing tools to maximize your output of, let's say, damage or crowd control or debuffs or anything like that. Okay, so you yourself are not actually doing any sort of like direct output of damage, but it's the tools that you have at hand to utilize that actually does it for you. Okay, with Gunlance, right? Yes, you have the ability to attack, but your main gimmick is your shelling. Okay, this is where the notes come in at. Your shelling type, there's 3 types. There's normal, wide, long. Okay, normal has the most amount of shots to it, which is 6. Okay, it gives you the opportunity of utilizing attacks that need more shots to do more damage. Case in point, burst fire. Burst fire would have 6 shots to utilize at max load, right? Same with charge shot. You get 6 shots to fire all at one time. Okay, then you have wide, which gives you 2 shots. Wide works really well as a form of stun. Basically, you're shooting out hammers. Okay, normal's got a small hurt box. Wide's got a really big effective wall of a hurt box. Okay, and again, it gives you a stun property on your shots when you hit it in the head. It's really good. Long increases the amount of damage naturally. It has a higher damage multiplier on the shelling. Okay, you get 3 shots and a longer range, so you kind of have a little bit more. You have a bit more poke involved with long. Okay. Then you have your powers. Your powers are an extra, what I'm assuming is a multiplier to the damage itself. Okay, and again, it's going to be based off of your attack, or actually, it might actually be based off of your shelling damage. So, you have slightly weak, normal, slightly strong, and strong. Okay, with those, essentially act as like multipliers. Okay, so normal will probably be like a 1x, slightly strong might be a 1.15, strong might be a 1.25 or something like that, right? And slightly weak might be like a 0.85 or something like that. Okay, so when you're picking out what gun lance you want to make and what gun lances you want to utilize and stuff, something you kind of have to keep in mind. Okay, otherwise, like, majorly, right? A lot of it is kind of understanding more of what tools you have at hand. Okay, and actually talking about this right now brings me a really good point here. Okay, so, and I apologize, this is a little bit of a tangent. So like I said earlier, normal gives you more shots, which just means essentially a slight boost to damage. Okay, just a slight boost to typical damage that you would have, right? Just through shelling, right? Probably just do this slight. Or you know what? We'll call it DPS. Normal is going to be DPS style, because you're shelling and stuff. You really aren't going to be able to do a whole lot more, right? Okay. Wide is, we're going to call it crowd control. Okay. So not only do you have a wider range to be able to hit things, right, that are close to you, you also have this added stun effect on top of your shelling damage as well. Okay. So you can, we'll say it has a cleave effect, plus hammer stun effect as well. So that's in the wide, right? And then your long is really good to utilize for poking, which makes sense if you think about it, because you have that longer distance and stuff, which means you're kind of accepting the fact of like, hey, I'm not really able to be up close and that sort of deal. So I'm going to reduce my amount of melee attacks, right, per action, right, ratio-wise per action, but I'm going to increase my amount of shelling actions, in which case you need more damage on the shelling. So you have less than 6 because you're utilizing more of the shot, so it's kind of a balancing thing at that point, and you're given more damage in lieu of the trade-off. Okay, so I think maybe that's not exactly what Capcom was thinking about this, but thinking of, like, just considering everything, right? I feel like that's pretty safe to say. I don't know. Maybe you guys can go ahead and at the in the comments or whatever of this VOD, or if you want to discuss more, you can look at these notes that I'm going to post from last stream and this stream in our Discord, !Discord on all 3 websites, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. And you can join us over there. Otherwise, everybody, I am going to get out of here. I hope you have a good day. You can catch the next episode of our Gunlance Weapon Mastery Series next Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Otherwise, we have another stream coming up on Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for our 0 to 100 solo playthrough, solo challenge, everything. We're talking village, we're talking guild, all that stuff, right? In the mainline quest, okay? Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on Sundays, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up even further. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hope there won't be a quiz. Bye. Have a good day. Yeah, you too, Darren. I'll think about a quiz. We'll think about this. Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to those who watch now, those who watch later. If you're interested, right, this VOD will be posted on the YouTube channel tomorrow. If YouTube could get their act together, it would be posted sooner, but they don't. And if you're curious about watching more of the content that I produce, we will be doing another stream, like I said, on Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Yes, it's great. You can pick your own. You can pick your favorite way to watch. If you are on small indie company, you're right. If you are on Twitch, please hit the follow button, hit the bell icon, get notified when we go live over there. You can also use your Twitch Prime sub on this channel as well. Either that, a subscription, all 3 of which are amazing. They help the channel out a lot. If you are on Kick, you can follow them, hit the bell icon, get notified when we go live over there as well. And you can also subscribe over on that channel as well. If you are on YouTube, this is the weird one. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, get notified when we go live over there, when the VODs get posted, when there are more voting posts, and when I actually get videos done, you'll get notified. And that all helps us out a lot. The reason why there's 3 there is not for everybody to do them all, but for you to pick which one you like the most. If you like YouTube, stay on YouTube. If you like Twitch, stay on Twitch. If you like Kick, stay on Kick. Otherwise, I am out of here. You guys have a good rest of the day, and I can't wait to see you either next Friday or even better, this Sunday. Take care. Bye.